Everybody, welcome back to the channel. There is a stock that looks like it wants to make a massive move probably tomorrow, and I'm going to break it down in today's video. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions like we always do here on this channel. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. All right, so let's begin right off the bat. We got the SPY right now, and the SPY is being choppy. The SPY is extremely choppy during the first 3 days. Monday, it actually gapped down first and then ended up going nowhere. Tuesday was red, and then today was bullish. Again, it's just a bunch of chop. It's just trading in that zone. It's very, very aggravating, and only this is a day trader's environment. All right, a day trader's environment right here. Now, in the last video, on Sunday's video, I told y'all that we may go all the way up towards 4,500. I was actually expecting that move to happen after this move, and it didn't. Now, I want to show y'all the drawings on / NQ, which is the NASDAQ. All right, and the drawings are still on here. I left what I thought would happen during this week and during the next few days. And so far, I mean, it's not too far off. Tomorrow will be interesting. I think tomorrow will be interesting. Maybe this peak was delayed. Maybe we won't even see a peak at all. Maybe we could just go all the way down. Something that market makers like to do, especially after green days on Wednesdays. They like to siphon the value out of YOLO calls on Thursday morning. They tend to do that. It's quite prevalent. Don't be surprised. It's easy to be bullish on here. It's easy to want the market to go higher, but I think the chop fest is still going on, and I'm not changing my mind regarding what I see here. Unless we get out of this zone completely, unless we break above like 45, unless we break above 14,500 on the NASDAQ, I'm not changing my mind. I think we're still gonna chop in this zone. All right, that's my honest thoughts on that. Be on the lookout for it. Again, day trading is much more favorable than swing trading in this environment. All right, now the stock that I think is going to make a massive move very, very soon, that stock is XPEV. All right, and XPEV, this one it's a complicated case. All right, now this one, the reason why I think it's gonna make a massive move, and I'm gonna share which side I'm leaning on, like really, really soon. Now, the first perspective that I want to share with y'all is the 4-hour. We're gonna zoom in right here. First and foremost, we have this ascending wedge, a very bearish pattern, and I think I showed y'all this on like the last week's recap, I think on Thursday. And this thing dropped all the way down to $31, right? And right now it's pretty much doing this dead cat bounce where it's slowly rolling over. And on the daily chart, it's still bearish. It's still in very bearish territory. And does it have the potential to sell off towards earnings, right? And then earnings is gonna decide whether it really sells off, like below $25, right? Or it saves it and then makes it jump. So that's one perspective of looking at it for XPEV. All right, that's to the bearish perspective. Now, the bullish perspective, the counter argument that some people may make is some people may think that the market is just going to be really, really bullish. A lot of money is going to flood in, which could happen. Like I could be wrong with that, with my perspective on NQ, the drawings that I just showed y'all. I could be wrong on that, and we could just see a lot of money pump into the market, right? And some people can also argue that, for the bullish side, again, that if we look on the 1 hour, and no, not the 1 hour. If we look on the 15 minute, yeah, the 15 minute, All right, and if you zoom in right here, somebody could argue that there is a bullish pennant on here that is literally breaking out right now, which is true, right? We got the bullish pennant after hours. It's looking kind of decent. I've seen bullish pennants spoof like that, right? Open here, and then out the gates within the first 5 minutes, we see a massive red candle. That has happened before, right? It's not something new. It's something that you should be prepared for, but not be surprised. Definitely not be surprised by it, because it can happen again for anybody who may be bullish on it. So that's like the two different perspective. It's kind of conflicting. It all depends on how it opens in the morning and the first 5 minutes. Again, it's been moving with the market for the past 2 weeks now. So if it opens higher, and if we see all of like the NASDAQ and the SPY and all of that be green, like positive 0.25, maybe positive 0.40%, then we may see more money flood in. And this thing could actually fill that gap early. The gap to $38. So that's like the bullish perspective of it. And then the bearish perspective, which I also shared with y'all. I am leaning a bit more bearish, because during the market chops, things that used to work sort of kind of can throw you off and just do the complete opposite of what you would think. So I'm leaning bearish towards that one, and I think it rolls over and actually drops below 31 and retest that and get all the way down to like 30 bucks. All right, again, it really all depends on how it opens, and that's my honest thoughts on this stock. All right, now the first one that we're going to talk about, somebody asked about this. Somebody asked about a breakout on Facebook, and that was like a few days ago. That was, I think it was on Monday. Facebook is taking its sweet time. It's really, really, really slow. I got alerts on here. I do. It's very undervalued. Extremely undervalued, especially after that sell-off. And usually, after a sell-off like that, it takes a long time to recover. Like 2 to 3 months. It's only been like 1 month. It hasn't been 2 to 3 months. It took like 3 months for Amazon to recover after its massive sell-off. Right, and I don't expect anything different from Facebook. I think it's just going to take a while. Again, and also if tomorrow is bullish with the markets, like with the Qs and everything just being a little bit higher, right? The highest I see it going is 220 before we see this thing like slow down. But for now, I just think it's just going to consolidate. All right. Now the next one that I'm going to be talking about in today's video, that one is an update on Netflix. All right, in Netflix, I shared this one with y'all. I don't remember what day. I think it was on Thursday night, maybe Friday. One of these 2 days. All right, and I specifically told y'all to watch this thing for a potential move up. Right now, what happened? What happened since I released that video? It tried to tease. First thing foremost, it broke out. Yes, it consolidated, and then it broke out early out of this ascending triangle, which is very suspect. When things break out early, I tend to be worried. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to just chill for a while and then run. But that early breakout was just too suspicious, and plus the market was very, very choppy. And this right here is not supposed to happen, especially when something is supposed to be clean like that. So this outcome was not very surprising. So we'll see what happens next. This one also is undervalued. Long-term investors probably love this thing right now. Could we see a triple bottom very soon? Maybe. Let me just remove all drawings right now, and let's see. Could we see a triple bottom and a retest of that low at 355? This is strong maybe. It's definitely possible, given the choppiness and the low volume and the uncertainty in the markets. All right, so just be on the lookout for all of these things. All right, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you are not following us on social media, you can find me at NGumah, at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook as well. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.